70 degrees Celsius. But where we are in low Earth orbit, we still feel the effects of the sun, so the temperature ranges anywhere from negative 100 degrees Celsius to probably 100 or 120 degrees Celsius, depending on if we're in the sunlight or if we're in eclipse. Over. In space. We strap a sleeping bag to the side of the wall, or sometimes it's not the side because the ceiling and the floor and the wall all behave exactly the same for us. But we strap our sleeping bag up against the wall, we zip in, and then we just kind of float there inside, and it's incredibly relaxing. Over. Hello, well that is one of my favorite questions because we use electromagnetic radiation, so essentially the wave that we're talking on right now, send our message there in the wave, and then we decode it when we get it to the receiver. Right now, you and I are working by changing the frequency, how fast that wave is moving, but we do data from the space station by changing the phase, kind of the spacing of the wave. What's really cool physics, and it works great. It's not exactly in real time because it takes the time, the speed of light is required to get from you to the delay. That one was a little tough to understand. I think you asked how we spend our time on the space station, and we split our time, probably I'd say about half the day we spend fixing or improving the space station, and then about half the time we spend doing experiments. Over. Oh, I'm sorry. I think that was the question. I heard you ask, are we always working on experiments? And we are not always working on experiments. The International Space Station is a very complicated spacecraft, and so it takes a lot to keep it running and keep it running well and even making it better. So sometimes we find ourselves outside doing spacewalks. We just did that recently, and we installed new solar arrays so that we can provide electrical power so that we can power things like those experiments. But we've got a variety of experiments that we work on the inside. There are some on the outside, too. They're super cool. Over. Well, we happen to have a doctor on board, but we don't have to. We are all trained, at least at a fundamental level, to be able to deal with medical emergencies. And so we could probably get someone into a safe status, but if it's really bad, what we could do is we could get in our spacecraft and we can come home. And we could probably be home in just probably 12 to 24 hours. Over. Well, it's very much like we eat and drink on the ground. But it sometimes is a little bit more messy. If you spill something up here, it goes everywhere. And so you try to catch your food before it sticks to the wall or to the ceiling. But when we put it in our mouths, it really very much is like eating on the ground. Over. Hello. Well, both of those things are a little complicated, as you could probably imagine. We don't really have running water to take a shower. What I've done is I've kind of come up with my own little personal jacuzzi. I will put warm water on my back, and then I will shake my body, and the water just sticks to my back because there's no gravity to pull it off. And so it sticks on there, and then I shake it around, and that feels pretty good, but I am looking forward to a real shower when I get home. But I'll tell you what, going to the restroom is also very complicated, but we've got an incredible system here that makes it very doable. Over. absolutely right. There's no oxygen in space. So what we do is we bring our own oxygen. So inside the space station, you can imagine it being like a little bubble in which we brought all the air that we need. And so we have oxygen and we have nitrogen here. And so it feels very much and is almost identical to what you're breathing right now. Now, if we were to go outside the space station without a spacesuit, then we would definitely have some trouble. Over.